Dear Nick. Dear Nick. Dear Nick. Dear Nick. Where to begin? Dear Nick. It is Sunday. It's, I think just a little after 10 on a Sunday. I just came from the dermatologist, so that's why I'm kind of barefaced and there's a couple markings here and there, but I'm feeling really smooth and really, this is gonna be a crazy week. Oh my god, this is gonna be a crazy week. Okay, so, just a little update. I woke up this morning at around 11ish, and I woke up, of course, to your video, and I'm so happy. I literally watched it and I cried, but you knew that already. And I just think that this friendship is seriously the most beautiful thing to ever happen to me, and I'm so thankful for you, and I just want you to know that, and I'm excited to see where this is going. So I hope my week isn't boring, and I hope that you already know what we're feeling, girl. But I love you, Nick, and I wish you a really good week, and here's to us. So week 2. Monday. I didn't go to school because I wasn't feeling well, so I woke up late and glanced down from my bed to the mess that clearly required my immediate attention. I tidied up as much of it as I could, but with my heart a little heavy, I found myself exhausted soon after I began. I still tried to keep things habitable, of course, but then again, no matter what I do, the state of my room seems to always be a scarily accurate reflection of the state of my mind. You know that already. I called you over breakfast. Tortang inimasag, a crab cake type thing made with leftovers from the night before, and garlic rice. We wore matching jammies, which was funny. But we always do things like that. I didn't do much the rest of the day. Took a long nap and read quite a bit. Wrote some songs, of course. They were a little sad. But most importantly, I think I fussed over my skin again. I really gotta stop doing it, but it was in great condition since Sunday was my dermatologist day. This condition didn't really last, though, throughout the week, but I was appreciative of it in the moment. I glanced in the mirror and realized I'd grown up, which is a terrifying idea, but real nonetheless. I'm using this new moisturizer Jasmine got me, which is great. It's from Korea, and it's all about that collagen elastic thing, so I hope that my skin gets better. The stress, though. Ugh. I ended my day writing as usual. When am I ever not writing? Maybe I should begin to try to waste my time on other things. I took inspiration from you. But instead of journaling, I wrote some poems and some shorts. It's always more easy for me to express that way anyway. I wrote out my agenda for the next day. Tuesday. Still no school. I played The Sims, which I hadn't done in a while, and I had oatmeal for breakfast, which isn't typical. I wish we had raisins. The sky looked strange that day. I thought the half-cloudy, half-clear split reflected the same odd duality I've been feeling lately. So maybe the sky, like I, was confused and torn and indecisive. Or maybe I just needed reminding that I can't stay this way forever. I spent the evening doing some last-minute party planning. There were some details that had to be worked out, which we straightened there. Wednesday. Stayed home again. I woke up late and didn't feel particularly like getting out of bed, but I had a strange dream which led to a burst of creative energy. The inspiration was kind of exciting, and I made like 20 new characters and so many subplots that I'm totally gonna regret later, but whatever. I got a massage in the afternoon and put on a face mask while treating myself to my favorite bubble milk tea over videos of Daniel Caesar singing live. He's really good. Caught my brother napping on the couch. Thought you might like to see. He loves you. Later that evening, I had some of my 18 roses come over to rehearse. It was super funny seeing them all together and figuring out our choreography for Saturday. The laughs were endless. And, of course, I fed them dinner to compensate for any performance anxiety they'd been forced into. I owe them a lot, but they're my guys. They love me even though they won't admit it. Thursday morning was the first time I wore any makeup all week. Still didn't go to school though, but I had an appointment with my doctor in the morning to see how we could deal with the exhaustion. I love the new Glossier mascara. It's super natural and just makes your lashes fluttery and everything like that, which not many of my mascaras do. You should try it if you haven't already. I spent the rest of my day writing my novel. The sunset was super pretty. I went to school on Friday. Sophia and I carpool to school every day. I didn't realize how much I missed her till I smelled her peanut butter toast that morning. The ride there was gloomy. It rained pretty much the whole day. Sophia came home and stayed with me for much of the afternoon since her driver had other engagements, which meant that I was treated to an extra couple hours of her strangeness. She says hi. Later that evening, my family and I checked into the hotel. I got a room all to myself, which felt extremely excessive at the time, but I'm grateful nonetheless for the thick sheets and the solitary silence. It really helped since I spent the night reflecting heavily on adulthood and all of that. I called you the next morning, exasperated. The best way I've found to start any day is with you. I explained my fears and doubts about the party, but of course you made me feel completely better. Lizelle came over as well that morning. I hadn't seen her out in months, so I was overjoyed to have her with me all day and night since she slept over. She helped me pop a horrible zit that decided to appear under my nose on debut day of all days. Rehearsal started early and lasted pretty much the rest of the day. We danced for a couple hours and the guys came as well, and we all got ready. Before I knew it, I was made up and getting into my crazy dress. I can't thank the designers enough. It was absolutely perfect. I was feeling some crazy anxiety about the program. I didn't want to seem too insensitive towards social issues, especially amidst the country's political climate, but the party was more of a celebration of the people that I love than it was about me. Or at least, I did my very best to make it so. We went down and took some photos before we let the guests into the dinner venue. Jazz music filled the air, and a part of me felt like I was in heaven. All I needed was that music, to be honest, and it would have filled my soul just the same no matter how it looked or where it was. I wish I had you there with me. The week went by so much faster than I thought, but it was also very fulfilling and definitely not as painful to endure as I thought it would be. I can't believe it's over. Sometimes you build up such events so big in your head, and in one fleeting moment, a dreaded day becomes a fondly recalled memory. I had fun. I didn't think that I would, really, but I did. And for that, I'm grateful. There's this kind of lightness that's come over me, this kind of contentment, and for once everything is breathable, and everything seems clear. All I need now is that direction. I pray for you always, my love, and I hope that your week treats you well. Sincerely yours, Kakie.